विषय सांगत्याक हांव हांगा राबला एकाच कशें म्हळ्यार म्हगेलें ऑर्गनायजेशन कशें न्ही म्हणून एक सान इंट्रोडक्शन दोनीचे कोंकणी जनाक एफेक्ट जाल्लेले केसीस हांव कशें हँडल केलां आनी ते कसले केसीस म्हणून कितले जनां तुमकां आश्चर्य जावचें पुरो हांकां गोंयांत आयिल्ल्यांक तांकांय हे अशें मत गोतशें ना सगळे कोस्टल रिजनांतू कसले अन्याय चलता म्हूण सांगून हांव एक ब्रीफ जावन घेवन सांगता. ओके. ह्युमन रायट्स प्रोटेक्शन फावंडेशन म्हणून 1992 आमी स्टार्ट केलें. ताचे फुडें 1918 आमी एक कन्ज्युमर्स फोरम म्हणून एक ऑर्गनायजेशन उडपा स्टार्ट केलें. आयडिया वॉज टू स्टार्ट ह्युमन रायट्स ऑर्गनायजेशन, not consumer organization. But I was told that by most of the activists those days, in 1975 to 1980, if you name yourself as a human rights activist, you may be shot. Because every Naxalites or every terrorist movement has got a human rights face. So it's not a good word, it's an abused word. So I thought the best thing would be to start in a small format of consumer rights and establish my credibility and then proceed towards human rights. So 1918 to start जावं जाल्यार कशें न्ही म्हणून 2 मिनटान सांगता what is the background of this. मस्जिदान निमगू सर तूं इतले 42 years लागून काम करता सर. What exactly why you wanted to do it and what are your objectives? Okay. I must be grateful to late Prime Minister Mrs. Indira Gandhi for giving me this opportunity, I should say. You may be wondering why. Okay. 1975, I was imprisoned in Mangalore jail. It was a great effort product of emergency. I was inside the Mangalore jail here for 3 months. Don't ask me why. I also don't know. They also don't know. And I'm not a politician. Believe me, I'm not a politician. My only problem was I was president of Konkani Samaj of Manipal. Other than that, there was no point in putting me inside the jail. They wanted all KREC, St. Lucies, Manipal, all college students to come there and say who is spreading Jai Prakash Narayan's movement. I even did not know who is Jai Prakash. I thought there was a Dobby in my hostel. That was our innocency and idiocy, I'll tell you. Real, lot of things are going on throughout the country, but I was not knowing about it. Don't worry. And I was imprisoned for 3 months. Ultimately, I was released by the Mangalore court. Nobody knew why I was inside. Okay. But during those days, my stay in prison here, it was a wonderful experience. First of all, as you enter the Mangalore prison, there is a board up there. Nobody has seen this board. It says, hate the crime, not the criminal. Aparadhiyennu ದ್ವೇಷಿಸು ಬೇಡ, ಅಪರಾಧವನ್ನು ದ್ವೇಷಿಸು. See, that was the meaning. Probably nobody has read it. They did vice versa. They always used to criminals. I was inside as a political prisoner, so called. So that side, other part of the jail, there were about 65 criminals, hardcore criminals, those who got murdered, were involved in murder, dacoity, etc. I just wanted to know why the people become criminals. That was, idea, why they become. I was very young, I was 24 years old. And I thought I must talk to them. I explained jailer, then he said, oh, they are very dangerous. I said, this side there are political prisoners. Are they more dangerous than this? So they allowed me inside arena of criminal. I was with them for 15 days. And I took interview of 65 criminals, hardcore criminals. The first book came in 1979, Mangalore Prison Diary. The idea was For the next 5 years, I have been thinking, see, bank employees have got union, LIC employees have union, every, including government employees, they have union. Is there any union for the general public? A common man, is there any union? Absolutely no. Why? Why can't we have something that was the concept in 75, 76? And then I traveled all over India, met most of the activists. I could not get convincing answer. Then I thought best thing would be to start a small organization, a range of very consumer organization. Those who pay money, they should get the equivalent service or goods. That's it. For 12 years, I could solve about 6,000 cases. I am not a lawyer. Basically, I'm a pharmacologist. I served in pharmacology department of Kasturba Medical College for 33 years. I'm not a lawyer even. But I studied law to find out not how useful the law is, how useless the law. What are the loopholes? You only to study the law, loopholes of law. I did my LLB also. Then I became the professor of law also. I'm a professor of pharmacology as well as law. This is my introduction. Okay. 1980 we started consumer organization, and in this process people started getting some confidence. Yes, if we can approach this man, this organization, I can get my grievance redressed. See, that was the idea. As I developed, okay, for your information, I've got a short span of time here. For 42 years, more than 40,000 cases have been successfully tackled. And more than that, I have not taken even 1 rupee from any one of them. Number 3, very interesting, you may be thinking, you must be having a lot of donations from foreign agencies or this thing. To be frank with you, I have not accepted 1 rupee even from government grants or from general public. Asal khabar, I don't have a bank account also. So this is how, you may be thinking, how exactly he is running the organization. You want to know? If you want to know, attend my workshops, not here. Okay. That is not the idea. Okay. Every month I conduct workshops in Vaikunta Baliga Law College, where my organization, Manipal University, has given me a beautiful auditorium and office and computers and everything. And all are student volunteers and retired people. Those who have some knowledge come there. Every day about 30 to 40 people visit us. How they visit us, let me show you. Is it okay? Yeah. So this is my team, and very few lawyers we have, because the idea of this organization was not to overload already overloaded, judiciary. If you take a case to the judiciary, those days in 1980, total number of cases pending in the court of law were 3 crore 75 lakhs in 1980. Okay. So one law, Mr. Stephen, the law minister in parliament, he said, if you don't file a fresh case, it will take only 360 years. In 1980, now it has gone to 4 lakhs 75,000 instead of getting less. So what I thought is, can we invent some methodology so that we can avoid going to the court of law? Out of 40,000 cases, only 900 cases have taken to the court of law, rest everything by different methods. And we have invented a method where constitutionally accepted, legal, as well as anybody can do it. I will explain what is it. See, if you want to solve a problem, recently what we see, Dharana, Rasta Roko, Band, disruption of this thing. I have not practiced any of these things, sir. So without anything, how to tackle an issue, how to solve a problem. how to create public opinion. Therefore, uh, when I'm not an author, I'm not a writer. Believe me, I didn't even write a love letter to my friend also. Okay, that was my situation when we started this. But none of the journalists helped us. Advocates looking at me with the suspicion, oh, he may take our job. No, neither that was my objective. So how to create public opinion, this is what we did. So I wrote a letter to the editor, to Udayavani, that how during examination children are getting affected. It was not published for 15 days. I went met the editor. Sir, you have not published. May I know why? He said, no, we don't have anything pending. Do you have a copy? Yes, I had a copy. He said, this you want me to publish? Are you not to run the press? This is the exact words of the editor. I said, don't worry, I will get it published. Same day I started my own newspaper, Consumer Education. For 27 years I was running this without any advertisement, without any, just, what was the subscription in 1980? 6 rupees per annum with postal. You can imagine how it could have been. 6 rupees as subscription, 25 rupees was a membership, and this is how we started. Once we started, 17 years, in fact, I did not know how to write. 17 years, I started practicing my journalism, and exactly 17 years later, same Udayavani editor who refused to publish my letters to the editor invited me to write the column. And that column I wrote again for 30 years, and my total number of articles are about 4,000 right now. And you can see all these articles in this. Last, you see the article published. If you click there, you will write, see, all these articles, and I have written, one Saraswata Jagriti only for the Konkani people. I have published for about 4 years. You can see all these things. I'm not going to waste your time, but let me go back. Okay. See, this is the first page of my website, and if you just click here, human rights, you will get 4 or 5 cases. I'm not going to explain you, but one important things I will explain you. And it's the first one, second one, no. The first one is MRPL. Just see this. These are the people in MRPL. They got shifted from MRPL area, Kuteturu, and they were not paid their compensation. Do you know how many years? 33 years. After 33 years, last year we got compensation for all the 70 families. And you can read the whole thing in my website. I'm not going to explain you. Right. Now, this is very interesting. This is my topic of the day. Human trafficking. Can you believe more than 200 to 300 young girls are being human trafficked to Saudi Arabia and other places? Can you believe this? From Kottayam to Panjim. This is the coastal area where it's being done. And again, I'm not going to explain you. 23 girls I have brought in, and you can see, and I will explain you only one. Okay, one is a recent one, that is, yes, this is Jacinta. See, all the 23 stories are not there. You know why? Unless they permit me to publish, I can't publish it according to the ethics of human rights. Victim should not be shown. But this lady, Jacinta, came and said, Sir, to me publish kara. And with this lady, I have got to 17 churches in coastal Karnataka, and she explained in Catholic Konkani what was the difficulty she faced. So I am grateful to this lady. 40 years old, Jacinta lost her husband, and she wanted to give English education to the children. So she went on asking. She had passed only 6th standard, so there was no hope of educating the children. Then she said, okay, let me try in Middle East. One person from Mangalore helped her and at least assured her help that we are going to fix you one employment, don't worry. Then he said, in Qatar there is a Hindu family, for babysitting they will be paying 25,000 rupees and stay, free food, stay, everything will be there. You can send all the 25,000 rupees to the children. Okay. Can you get me some water, please? Sorry. So she said, okay, I'm prepared. So June 16th, she started from here. Children were waiting. First month, no 25,000. Second, third month, only 3 children, young children. Third month, they received a call, 3 o'clock night. I'm in trouble. I don't have a telephone also. When everybody sleeps, I have picked one phone and I'm calling you. Please inform to the police. Children even did not know what she was talking. She went to Udupi police and Mangalore police, because basically she's from Shirva, a small place in Udupi district. They were not knowing where this place was, Saudi Arabia. Forget about taking any action. So after about 3-4 weeks, they tried, and even priests did not know what to do, lawyers did not know what to do. Ultimately, somebody directed to our organization. Within 48 hours, we came to know that she's in Yambu. You know why I came to know? I have got 150 volunteers in Middle East. Within if you clap, I'll be losing my time. Nandagopal, please. Don't clap. At least you can, at the end, you can clap as much you want. Thank you. So now, they did not even know what to do. Children did not know what to do. Then we, only through the telephone number which we received, through that, we could get it. I met Police Commissioner of Mangalore. He said, no, we have got our own way to do it. There also I filed. No problem. Then I did my own. I have got my own technology team. We found where she was, etc. One Roshan Rodriguez is there in Saudi Arabia, Mangalore Association's president. So he is also my volunteer. So he personally met that employer, and you know what the employer said? I have purchased her for 5 lakhs. If you pay me 5 lakhs, I will give her back. Alternatively, you send another girl and I will give this girl. This is the way of, they are thinking. You know that? Okay. Then he asked me, sir, what to do? Immediately I contacted Sushma Swaraj, then External Affairs Minister. She was completely supporting me till that time. Once I said 5 lakhs rupees they demand, they said, Dr. Shanbag, it's not, policy does not accept it. There are more than 50,000 immigrants in each and every Middle East country. Can we pay 5 lakhs to everybody? I fully agree. Even Modi tweeted, Prime Minister Modi tweeted, and he said, we will give all the support. But at the end, when it came to 5 lakhs, there was nobody. No problem. When Government of India does not have 5 lakhs, I had 5 lakhs. Don't worry, from where you get it. Don't ask me where you got it. That is the technique. You have to study the judicial mechanism here. Jail. I have seen the jail, so I know what is there inside the jail. How mobile phones or other things are used inside the jail. Ultimately, I got 5 lakhs from the person who sent her by getting him arrested and putting him in the jail. So don't worry, I'm not going to expand this. But anyway, it happened like that. and 5 lakhs rupees I paid, and she came back. When she came back, I just want you to see how she was received. This was from BBC and the Times of India listing. How she was received by children. Oh, is it slow?
Teary eyes around Jacinta Mendonca and her children when she touched down in Mangaluru after going through an ordeal as a slave in Saudi Arabia for about 14 months. She was promised a job in Qatar for a salary equivalent to Rs 25,000 per month. In June 2016, she left Mangaluru but landed in Yanbu, Saudi Arabia.
Till she reached Mangalore, she did not even knew uh, who has rescued and how we have done it. She had no clue at all.
Arabia. It was the timely intervention by Human Rights Protection Foundation, Udupi and NRI Forum which helped Jacinta return home.
Yeah. Uh, so other stories are there on human trafficking. I'll tell you, you can see these things. I will not waste your time. We see the Sonia is the last one. Did you know that? Sonia case, it happened in Mangalore. And human traffic does not mean that, send girl to the forest from Bihar, from various places of Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Ranchi, from slums, children are lifted and come here. And that was the Sonia's case. You can read by yourself. I will not explain. And this is a small girl, and we rescued her. And she was along with her 13 girls came from North India, and everybody was told that Mangalore is education hub, we are going to give you education, but they have put for this thing, child labor, and we rescued her. And in Mangalore, Mangalore court, the judge said they should be sent back to Bihar. I objected for that. No, because see, they were sold to Mangalore for 5,000 rupees. Can you believe? For 5,000 rupees. See the poverty over there. And along with the 13 girls, we identified with the help of Roshni Nilaya teachers, we identified all the 13 girls, and we did not allow them to go back. We got them educated and got graduated and then sent. This is how to prevent child labor. And actually they wanted to send them back. I said no, because they will send again for 10,000 rupees, they will sell. That should not happen. So this is a small thing, and I can give you proof when I say 200 to 300 girls are human trafficked. You take Udayavani of 1 year, okay, and you see Yuvati Napatte, youth missing, a girl missing. At least you should get their dead body, no? I asked the police, DIC, at least the dead body should be there. Elli untu. Where is the dead body? They don't have an answer. I will tell you where the dead body is. I have done a lot of research. You can go through this article and find out. I have gone to the Middle East and have found out what exactly is the fate of the girls who have been human trafficked. I'll tell you. Usually, from in Matsyagadha Express, they go to Mangalore. Mangalore to Mumbai, Mumbai to Nepal, from Nepal to Dubai. At Dubai, they are auctioned. All the girls will be inside. There is a slightly lesser than this hall. Arabis, they stand outside and they say blue skirt and red frock and this, that. And for that, depending upon the age of the girl, the price is decided. Okay. This is the modus operandi I am talking about. They become illegally overstayed victims. Now they can't go to even police. And then they will make them to work in every sense. Sexual exploitation. After about 5 to 6 years, you know what they will do? They will sell again, resale to a hospital for kidney and other things. And after that, what's happening? Simply lift this body and throw it in the sea. This is the fate. I'm authentically speaking. I know with all the responsibility I speak. And I have written an article also. You can find this article in this website. You go to Jacinta, there I have written. And nobody has challenged, including External Affairs Ministry. But one thing I know that whatever I could not get it done by the politicians, I get it done by the bureaucrats over there. Almost all the ambassadors know me well, how I handle issues. Okay. So I'm going to the next. See, you will see one more thing. I think Shantaram is interested now. See, this is on endosulfan. Right from 1980, I'll be brief, 2 minutes. Right from 1980 to 2000, a pesticide called endosulfan was sprayed from Karwar up to Kandanur. More than 30,000 hectares of forest land was converted into cashew garden because we are getting dollars from cashew. That was the only idea. So Kerala and Karnataka up to Karwar, and they to protect the cashew plantations from pests, they were spraying this endosulfan through helicopters, aerial spray. 1998, for the first time, I came to know a child from Kasaragod, a place called Perla. I went there along with my postgraduates and we did a lot of studies over there. When I found that this is something to do with the toxicity, then I started my experiments. For 14 years, I worked 17 postgraduates and 3 PhDs on this issue. Okay, PhDs come out and postgraduates come out. Then what? People usually stop there. I start from here. I went with all these documents to the Supreme Court of India. Either cancel these PhDs or stop this nonsense. So, 2012, Supreme Court announced that endosulfan should not be sprayed in India, which was banned in 1984 in America, and they manufactured and sent it to us. You eat and die. This was a tragedy, and 62 companies in India were manufacturing this. 45,000 crore rupees business, I could stop. Okay. That was in 2012. 2013, I got the judgment. In the judgment, it was explained, we understand that all these diseases, what you find here, children, disease, this boy, is 26 years old, can you believe? And rest everything, I'm not going to explain. You can see in my, how we fought it. With that Supreme Court judgment, I approached Karnataka High Court and said, now it is proved that endosulfan is responsible for all these diseases you find. 3,400 children in Mangalore, 1,800 in Udupi and 3,600 in Karwar district. With all 3 districts, 8,600 children. And now give compensation. I got 500 crore compensation to distribute among all these children, and every child is getting now 4,000 rupees per month for life. And now again I am going to Karnataka High Court. You know why? Painsi Koti crores no they konache. Whose is that? It taxpayers' money. Bloody get it from the industries who manufactured and distributed it here. You get it from them. Again I am going for that purpose. Now at least I know that children are happy. At least they can take care. And now I have invented, synthesized one more chemical, 5-hydroxy, one chemical, I don't want to tell, and that is reducing the irritation of these children. And another one, because so far they have sprayed about 700 tons all over the country. At least 36 tons in Mangalore district only. So how to detoxify that? To detoxify that, Southern California University has invented a method and they are selling it for 300 crores. I said, go to hell. We have done it here and we are going to do it within one year. We are going to finalize it and we are going to detoxify all the wells in this area. So that is another approach. Okay, third one and last, you tell me if you finish okay. So now senior citizens. See, the list is very long. Did you find the list? Carefully see that. It is Victor, Mary D'Souza, all, see, I tell you, I'm not blaming again. Please don't mistake me. Statistically, I'm telling 55 to 60% are Catholics. You know what's happening here? Senior citizens, father and mothers are thrown out. Their property is being taken. And there, see, one such lady called Savitrama, I'll show you her Savitrama because she is the one who gave me this blessing. She is a lady residing near Krishna Temple, Udupi. And I'll tell you, she had 8 children. Annual later. So she distributed the land to others, and in the central portion where her husband built a house, she was staying there. One of the boy, Sripati Bhatta, he took her that, Mama, in a corporation bank, I have got a loan for my car, they want somebody to sign. And he, instead of taking it to corporation bank, he took it to sub-registrar and transferred all her property and house in his name. And once she came to know through electricity bill, instead of her husband's name, some other name, she could not read. So then somebody told Sripati Bhatta is your son. How that my property has gone to his son? Then she came to know that he had taken to corporation bank. It was not corporation bank, it's a very staff office. So she went to police and told, see, look here, my son has cheated me. Arrest him. They said, no, ma, it's not like that. We are only have to interfere. Nobody could, give her any solution. She slept outside Krishna Temple, do you know, for 6 months. She said, till I get my house in my name, I will not enter my house. Somebody told, okay, there is a fellow there, they directed to me. I asked, I said, what they are saying is true, Amma. It is civil case. Police cannot handle it. You have to go to the civil court. Then she told, I'm 86 now. When I am going to get justice? You are sending me to civil court. And she was cursing me. I said, don't curse. Give me 24 hours. I will see that something is done. I went to Professor Google and said, protection of senior citizen in India. I got a fantastic act. In 2007, our parliamentarians have enacted a law, and that law, Parents and Senior Citizens Protection Act. According to that act, such ladies and elderly people need not go to the court of law in 4 cases. Throw you out of the house, or if they admit you in the old age home and they don't pay there, in all these cases, don't go to court of law. Go to assistant commissioner, and assistant commissioner will have to come to your house and then give the judgment within 3 months. I was so happy. I went, I got the whole thing typed, and I went in search of her. I said, Madam, please sign. I will see to it. Don't worry, sign. She had Parkinson's. She could not sign. But Section 4 of the Act says, if she cannot sign, any public interest person can sign. A public interest organization can sign. So I said, Savitramma, care of Dr. Ravindra Shanbag, I give it. I went to Assistant Commissioner, Uttapur, I said, okay, now he read the whole thing. Why you are giving it to me? He does not know that he is the president of the country. I'm not joking. He did not even know. That law is existing. He said, you have the copy. I said, I have got that also. So he read that. Okay. Dr. Shanbag, you don't think. Have you read Section 6? I said, what? 6 says, I can appoint a conciliation officer, and conciliation officer can do preliminary, inquiry and then report to me. I am appointing you only. Come on, do it. I said, no problem. I called, he summoned all the 8 children to come. And I asked all the children, one of you, Sripati Bhatta has, grabbed the land and house from mother. All agreeable? No, sir. But you have signed. The gift deed, all 7 have signed. How? She did not know. She is illiterate. But you are literate. One person is syndicate bank manager. Another person is a librarian of Upendra Pai College. I said, what the hell? Why did you sign? You know why they refuse? You know why? When it was it was given to son in the gift deed, the value of the land was 25 lakhs. Now it is 1 crore 50 lakhs. So now we want more. So I reported the whole thing, and Assistant Commissioner was pleased to give the order immediately. The police should enter the house and pull out everyone, throw them out, and install Savitramma over there. Number 2, they should not enter the house without the permission of the lady. Number 3, Dr. Shanbag hereby requested to go and inquire every time, because this is order, court order. Because if they are killed also, nothing will be done. See, in that case, I thought the best thing would be to write my name also, and I wanted to, inform this to the, because I saw a oasis in the desert. Why can't I called a press conference, and I presented this lady, Savitramma. She also spoke, and all the channels, Suvarna, TV9, everybody, they started, for 3 days they had program. Okay? And every paper carried front page, articles on this. Do you know what is the result? Within 15 days, I got 360 complaints from all over Karnataka, from Goa, from Maharashtra, even from Chhattisgarh. You know how? I was wondering how, because of the website. They go and Senior Citizen Protection Act, and everyone visited Udupi, most of them, and I wrote petitions for them, and so far for the last 7 years, I have crossed 1,000 cases throughout India. Okay, last I'll tell you, one lady in Manipal, she came to me, my son is beating me every day, and he wanted me to sign for the transfer to his name. Please protect me, sir. Please do something. I said, don't worry. And luckily, I thought something. I don't know why. I took her video, and after taking video, I wrote the whole thing and got a sign, and I submitted to the assistant commissioner. Please send the summons. Before the summons reached, she was no more. 6 senior citizens so far, they complained to me and they are missing. And before I came to know, before other children came to know, she was even cremated. All these things, you please visit my website and see. And shall I show you one small clipping where about 16 senior citizens video. Each video is only 1.5 minutes. Just it may be about 4.5 to 5 minutes. Are you interested in seeing that? Okay. Yeah, senior citizens. Yeah. First one. Yeah. Okay. Video. Video. Alternative you can use mine. This one. Third one. Yeah. See, I have got more than 300 videos over there in my website. You can see all of them. Show it to your children also, and tell them when you are going to be, you will have the same fate. Okay. ये तांडी के प्राय तांड. Yeah, this one. Yeah.
GPay ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ನಮ್ಮ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಗಳು ಮನೆ ಕೊಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಗಲಾಟೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು.
Okay, just one minute of introduction I'll give. This particular case from Tumkur. I don't know whether Dr. Shantaram knows. We had one Mr. Kantaraju in anesthesia department. His wife, she called me, Dr. Shanba, can you remember me? I said, no, madam. Who? Dr. Kantaraju's wife. I said, yes, madam. How is Dr. Kantaraju? No, he is no more. But then why did you call me then? Then she said, my 3 daughters and one of them came from America and got my house transferred in her name, and now she has put for sale. And agents are coming and asking me every day, when are you going to leave the house? Please save my house. So I said, please come, madam, here. I will tackle. Can you come here? She said, both her legs amputated. She could not even get up. In such condition, this is the issue. I said, immediately I went to Tumkur. I went to her house, prepared the petition and submitted to the assistant commissioner. Assistant commissioner, as soon as he entered, he said, I know everything about you, so I have seen videos. Okay, now, why have you come? I said this. Immediately he said, please come along with me, we will go right now. So entire court could transfer to her bedroom, and the person who is asking questions is the assistant commissioner, the tribunal. Yeah.
GPay ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವಾಗ ಯಾರು ಬರಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಟ್ಟೆಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಓದಿಸಿದ್ವಿ ಸರ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ.
ಹೌದಮ್ಮ, ಹೌದು.
ಇಬ್ಬರು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಇನ್ನಿಬ್ರು ಗ್ರಾಜುಯೇಟ್ಸ್.
ತಮ್ಗೆ ಕಾಲು ಯಾವಾಗ ತೆಗೆದ್ರಮ್ಮ?
ನನ್ಗೆ 4 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ತೇನು.
ಸುಮಾರು 4-5 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ತು ಈಗಾಗ್ಲೇ.
5ನೇ ವರ್ಷ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಡೇಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಬರ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ವಿ.
ತಮ್ಮ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಗಳಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಬರ್ಕೊಟ್ರಿ GPA, ಅವರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸರಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ?
ಒಂದ್ ಸರಿನೂ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್
ಅವರು. ಅವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ 2 ಕಾಲಿತ್ತಾ?
Okay, now see, in this about 17 cases are there. No one is alive right now. Therefore, confidently I am showing it to all the cases. I got the judgments. Nobody can question me even. because it's not their family matter. It is the state case now. We are all involved. It's not their own mother or father, it's our mother also. Therefore, now, this lady, she explained the whole thing, and Assistant Commissioner understood the urgency. He immediately asked Sub-Registrar to come, Tumkur Municipal Commissioner to come. On the spot, he typed the judgment, signed, and asked Sub-Registrar to transfer in her name, and Municipal Commissioner transferred khata in her name and gave her, this is your khata, house is yours. Amma ಏನು worry ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ. Within 15 minutes she expired. By reading it. And we have recorded her death also. See? This is particular Chandrasekhar Rao is selling tickets in Udupi. He was selling. He had a house. He wanted to get it repaired. Since he was not getting, he is about 70 years old, could not get the loan. He asked son, was working a manager of a bank. Asked son, why don't you repair? So he got it transferred in his name, and then shifted his wife and children to his bank quarters. Left the father alone to die. Outside he was locked. Somebody called, and then all our volunteers entered. When we entered, he had a partial paralysis, and for 3 days he had not eaten anything. And here, to be frank with you, see, this is the beauty of this organization. I did not even take it to the court of law. Artha aita, courtigu takondu hoglilla. You know why? Because we asked him, 25,000 rupees is a lifetime saving, that also he had taken. So he had given a check. The son told, I'm a manager, I will get 1% more than you. Give me. So he gave. And then he said, okay, I will keep in bank. But I saw the receipt was in son's name. Check was in father's name. He has kept in his name. So I just called this manager. Mr. Manager, do you know who I am? Yes, sir, I know. Are you going to come here, or I am going to come? Should I come to your office? No, sir, I will come. I said, I am not going to take this to the court. Within 48 hours, you yourself will go to sub-registrar office and transfer it. Otherwise, I will get you dismissed from the service. You know why? You have done a fraud. Fraud of 25,000 or 25 crores doesn't make any difference. Fraud is a fraud. Okay, what are you going to do? Within 48 hours, he got it transferred by paying money. And now senior citizen was so happy. I'll tell you, immediately he called me, sir, I want to write a will in front of you only. Then I thought the best thing would be, I will start this service also. 700 elderly people have come to me, I am writing will free of cost. Let anybody come. People from Goa and even Kerala, they come here. And they say, why you are coming here? The advocates are there. Sir, I don't want anybody to come to know also to whom I am giving. See, this is the policy. Okay, I'll now. Okay, this is the last thing I'm going to show. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ this is the lady who called me from Doddaballapura. And after the division of the family, she had about 2 acres of land. And that 2 acres, her brothers-in-law, they wanted to gulp. So she said, can you do some favor? Come here and do something. I said, no, madam, when I come to Bangalore, I will definitely come. When I was in Bangalore, she called me. So immediately I rushed to that spot. She told, sir, please come, I'm being attacked. My small child is there and I don't know what to do. The child is physically handicapped. Please do something. Before I went there along with my driver and another advocate, she was burnt alive. And immediately she was hospitalized. And in hospital, I was taking this video as a death statement. Okay. and I immediately passed on to the police. After 2 months, nothing was done. 6 months, then I called Home Minister. I said, "Are you going to do something, or shall I publish the whole thing in the newspaper?" Then the inquiry was conducted. You know what was the inquiry? You'll be surprised. The inquiry was against me. How did you enter his ICU? Who allowed you to take this video? Now, this is the situation. Don't expect anything from the government. Don't expect anything from the law. It's only public opinion creation only can do it. Nothing more than that. So you will find all these things. Let me go. This is another Shanti Tolar. Okay, let me now another see this. This is 94 years old. I want you to listen to this lady at least. ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಜೋಗ್ಲಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ವಾ? ಅದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಓದಿ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ವಾ? ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲಿಸನ್ ಟು ಬೀಚು ಏನ್ ಜನ ಜೋಕ್ ಏನಾಗ 94 years old Bichu from Brahmavar. 11 children, they have grabbed all the property, and now what she says, she has got a fracture. Nobody is coming here even to give me some food. See that? Jokla?
What Burja? Burja? Burjo Karanji.
Anda?
Vasa Burjo, me forever Pujar. Lanka Karanji, Karanji.
ನೀವು ಆ ಆಸ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಅವನ ಹೆಸರಿಗೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಅವನು ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಅದು
ಪಹಣಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು ಉಂಟಾ, ಅವನ ಹೆಸರು ಉಂಟಾ?
ಈಗ ಅವನ ಹೆಸರು ಬಂದಿದೆ.
ಮೊದಲು ಯಾರ ಹೆಸರಿತ್ತು?
ಮೊದಲು ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರಿಗೆ ಇತ್ತು.
ಅದು ಅವನ ಹೆಸರಿಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೋಯ್ತು?
ಹೆಂಗ್ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಅಂತಾನೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಳೆ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮಗೇನು ಇದು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಜನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ದಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅವನು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೇನು ಸಿಗಬಾರ್ದು ಹೇಳಿ, ನಮ್ಗೇನು ಕೊಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಇವರನ್ನ ಪಾಪರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೊರಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ಜೈಲಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೇನೆ, ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ಯಾರು ಬಿಡಿಸ್ಕೊ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ತೇನೆ, ನಿನ್ನ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಪ್ಪು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕಳಿಸ್ತೇನೆ, ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ನಾನು
2 ವರ್ಷ ಗ್ಯಾಪಲ್ಲಿದ್ದು ನನ್ನ ಅಮ್ಮಂದದು. ನಾನು 10-25 ತಿನ್ನ ಹಾಕಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಪವನ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ಇವ್ರು 10 ಪೈಸೆ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅವರು ಈಗ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಹಣ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಕೇಳುವ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಆಚೆ ಈಚೆ ತಿರುಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ,
ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ
ನೀವಂತ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ.
ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕಾಲು ನೋವು, ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ 1,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬೇಕು.
ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ದುಡ್ಡು ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕಂತ ಆಸೆ, ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಊಟಕ್ಕೆ ಗತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ
ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ರಾಮಾನುಜಮ್ಮ, ನಿವೃತ್ತ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಇಲಾಖೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ. 8 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ತು ರಿಟೈರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿ. ಈಗ ಸದ್ಯ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸ.
Doctor here, see that it is not, nobody is left, including sub-registrar, retired sub-registrar Udupi also got into trouble. She herself is a sub-registrar, and land grabbed from her also. Now this is Ramanujamma.
ವಾಸ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಆದರೂ ನನ್ನ ಮಗ ಬಿಟ್ಟೋಗಿ 6 ತಿಂಗಳಾಯ್ತು. ನನಗೆ ನನ್ನ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಮೈ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಅಂತಲೇ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೋದು. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ
She partial paralysis, and a sun hit her here. See that?
ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಬರ್ಸಿಸ್ಕೊಂಬಿಟ್ಟ. ಅದು ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಮೊದಲೇನೆ, ನೋಡಪ್ಪ ಒಂದು ಸೈಟು ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸೈಟು ನಿನಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಹ್ಞೂ ಆಯಿತು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ 2 ಪತ್ರಕ್ಕೂ ದಾನ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಬರ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವನೊಬ್ಬನೇ.
A cancer patient and children are grabbing lands. See that? Okay.
ಈಗ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗೆ ಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ನನಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೈ 2 ಪೇಪರ್ ಗೀಚ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕೈ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವರೇ ಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಗ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ಕುಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಗ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಬಿದ್ದುಬಿಟ್ರಿ.
ह्या काळखाचे संसारांतू शोषण आणि अत्याचाराक शिंग आणि धोरणू सत्य आणि धर्म हाका वाट कोण दितसचे आमगेल समाजाचे व्यक्ती श्रीमती श्री शानबाग मम्माक आमी हृदयपूर्वक वंदन सांगता ती आनी दाखयले चित्र मानव समाजांतू जत्तशे चित्र पळोवन आमी स्वासू दांबून धोरणू दोळे पाती वल्ली कोरनू अंगा कांटे राबिल ह्या परिस्थितींतू कसं पुरा चलता आणि कशें हानी न्याय धर्म व जनाक कोर दितस ती म्हळ्याले पळयले हांगेल मनांतू कितले समाधान आसका कितले प्रीत आसका आणि मनुष्याल विशयांतू कितली काळजी हांणी केलेलं आसा हांकां अभिनंदन सांगता ती हांव अध्यक्ष श्री नंदगोपाल शेणे हांकां वेदीर आपयता आनी आमगेल विशयांतू हांकां धन्यवाद सांगचे तशीच तांकां एक आमगेल भेटवस्तू दिवन आमगेल प्रिती तांगेल कडेन आमगेले एक अभिमान दाखोवका म्हणून निमगून घेता.
शानबाग मॅम तुम्ही हांव क्लॅप मारची म्हळ्यार ते जावका म्हणून मारची न्हय ते हांगा मस्त जनांकय ते फिलींग येता आनी म्हाका एक तूं ते क्लॅप मारनाक म्हणटना एक हांव एक आत्मार्थ सांगचे विशय आमी देवाक जो क्लॅप मारचे आसता देवान आमगेलें काम करून दिलें म्हणून देवाक क्लॅप मारता तशी आजी देव आसा की ना म्हूण आमकां कोणी पळयलें ना आशाके पुरो ना आशाके पुरो जाल्यार अस्सल एक देवता मनीस आसा म्हूण सांगचे म्हाका दिसता आमगेले एक कोंकणी समाजाक तसल एक मनीस तसल एक समाज आसा म्हणून हे सगळे आमगेले भारत देशाक न्हय इंटरनॅशनल तागेले कीर्ती पुरे आसा हे जी म्हाका दिसता हे कार्यक्रमाक आमी बदलची एक सेवा पुरस्काराक आमी आयके केलेलो मनीस रवींद्रनाथ शानबाग हांव आनी गुरू बाळिगा मेळून ताका कोण की म्हणलें तो अवॉर्ड पुरा घेना तुमी वचून उरल्याची म्हणून आमी उडपा गेलेले तागेले वैकुंठ बाळिगा लॉ कॉलेजाचे फर्स्ट फ्लोरार तेन्ना हें पुरो ताणें एक्टिविटी करचे पुरो सांगलें आनी म्हणालो हांव खंयचे पुरस्कार घेना म्हूण तेन्ना हांव तागेले एक विनंती केलें कसल म्हळ्यार आमगे हांगा एक विश्व कोंकणी केंद्रांत एक सेंटर ऑफ एक्सलन्स म्हूण करता आसाची म्हाका हाजी भारी खुशी विशय कसो म्हळ्यार हाजे प्रथम दिवसूची अस्सल एक मनीस आमगेलोटू आज हाका कार्याक मेळका म्हूण हांव ताका विनंती करता आसा आनी आज तुमी हांगा बशिल्ले जना जाग्यार कोंकणी फ्रीलॅन्स जावन काम करचे वॉलंटियर्स कितले प्रायेचे आसा पुरो आज आमगेले मस्त जन रिटायर्ड जावन घरकड बशिल्ले आसाची तांणी हांगा येवन बसू येता तागेले प्राय आयकल्यार ताजे पयशी सान आशिल्ले मस्त जन आमगेले आसाची तागेल्या वरी प्रति एक रवींद्रनाथ शानबाग आमकां कोंकणी समाजा जावका इता म्हण म्हळ्यार आमगेले प्रति एकल्याल समाजाचे घरकडे एक नाही एक प्रॉब्लम आसा. कावन्सिलिंगा विशयी तो पुरो उलयला, आज पुरो उलोवचा टायम ना आशिल्ले. तशी हांव ताका एक विश्व कोंकणी तर्फेन एक ताका विनंती करता सर, तुका सादी ना म्हण जाल्यार तुगेले एसिस्टंट्स कोणी जाल्यार येवन आमकां जनांक थोडे ह्या विचार जावन फ्रीलॅन्स वर्कर्स विशेष जावन रोमन कॅथलिक्सान हायेस्ट आसा म्हण ताणें सांगलें. मस्त जनांनी ह्या फोरमांत येवन कोरयेत विश्व कोंकणी केंद्र हाका सदा सिद्ध आसा आनी हे हॉल बांदिल्ले ताजी कितें हे हॉल बांदिल्लो भाड्या दिवच्या न्हय. असल कार्यक्रम हांगा जावका म्हणलेलो उद्देशारी आज तुमकां हांव एक देवता मनीस म्हूण सांगून मनांत म्हळ्यार आज दवळ पूण हांव मेळ्ळी पयलीं फर्स्ट टायम मेळ्ळलो जाल्यार आमी मस्त होगळसून मनशाक ओड करून आमी ताका मागीर पूज मात्र करची जाता. जाल्यार ही विश्व कोंकणी केंद्रांत आज तुकून तुगेले कार्यावळी थोडे म्हणटाक तुका साध्य आशिल्ले म्हणटाक तूं उडपा तुकून मंगळूर येवच्या साध्य की म्हाका गोतना जाल्यार आमी वर्च्युअलान जाल्यार कर येता. ताजे खातीर हें हॉट स्क्रीन घेतला. उल्हास कामतीन उलयतना म्हणलें हे दोड स्क्रीन दिला म्हण काल म्हणलें ह्या स्क्रीन दिलेलेच असल कार्यक्रम जावच्याक तूं उडपान तुकून जाल्यार वर्च्युअल जावन येवन आमगेले पुरे हांगा खंय मुखारसून वर्कशॉप जातान भाग घेवचे. आमी हॉट टीम ऑफ व्हॉलंटियर्स हाजे खातीर करच्याक कमिटेड आसा. गिरधर कामतीक हांव सेक्रेटरीक ह्या विशय जावन एक नोट करून आमी मुखारसून खंडीत हें सिरियस प्रॉब्लम आमी काण घेवकाची म्हूण सांगताची. तुका एक हॉनर करचे भाग्य एक म्हाका मेळ्ळा. तूं देखून एक वेदिकेर हांगा येवका. हें घेवया तूं ह्या सरस्वती हें हॉनर न्हय ह्या सरस्वतीला तूं मेरे हें घेवना घेना म्हणनाका.
एक क्लॅरिफिकेशन पळय हांव हॉनर्स हें करना प्रशस्ती घेना म्हळ्यार लायक विनय दाम सांगचें प्रशस्ती एगेन्स्ट मिगेल कसलें न्ही, हॉनर्सा विशीं कसलें न्ही. समाज सेव करतल्यांक साहित्य सेव करतल्यांक हांकां पुरा जिवकाची खंडीत जिवका जाल्यार हांव समाज सेवे करची न्ही साहित्य सेवे करची न्ही हांव देवा पूज करची. देवा पूज करतल्यांक सन्मान ना देवाला आशिर्वाद मात्र तितलें सांगून न्हू तुमकां एक पेशन्सली यू आर लिसन. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच. नमस्ते.